tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's the Vikings going up against the Broncos. With that, let's send you out to Denver. We're standing by in the booth are two men who will call the game for us. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go. Gun, gun, gun. Check half. Gun, gun, gun.
On first down, it's Sanchez. Buying time to his left. And Green with a catch left side. There goes Green. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Virgil Green, 60 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And Sanders now to return. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced it in.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jordan Norwood, 29 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter down. Plenty of scoring here already. Charles and I back to Denver after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Bridgewater fakes the give to Peterson. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Wright's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But a Viking Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come up in an offset eye. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
Now it's Sanchez. Forced out to his left. Green with a catch left side. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage? And
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Broncos are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Vikings won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. It's a late in the first. Norwood's by himself here, and it ends up working for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Now first and 10, Green's the target here, and he'll make it out to the 34-yard line. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now Sanders. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's got room. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ready. Black 35. Black 35.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go now.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Holding offense.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Right 18.
They snap it to Sanchez. Flushed out right. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd down and 4.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. Get ready. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hey.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Cut in left. Cut in left. 3 down. 3 down. Ready.
Sanchez looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go now. Right here.
From the gun on 3rd, Sanchez being chased out left. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and long, it's Sanchez. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Here's Bridgewater. They do a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.